Good day and welcome to today's Sport Rep Show. I'm your host, Limba Mupetami. Now, without wasting any time, let's head over to the hit list. Well, Namibian athletes living with disabilities have lauded their inclusion in the 2023 Nedbank City Dash Run, with some calling it a dream come true and a step in the right direction by the event organizers. The likes of Ananias Shikongo and Ananias Nampala, or rather Johannes Nambala, took part in the event and thus ended up taking first and second place in their respective categories in the race. Now, with that short news, we come to the end of the hit list. But of course, right after the break, we head over to Game Changer, which is also Athletes World. So stay tuned. In this week's episode, we bring you the team behind Athletes World. Here we share why they started the show, we talk about our favorite episodes, and also share future plans of Athletes World. Have a look at this.
Well, I know you guys are used to seeing a normal episode of Athletes World looks like me doing things, getting into things. But for this one, we are making it more special. This is like a recap, a banger recap episode where you guys get to meet the team behind the team, or the team that is responsible for making sure that you guys are tuned into Athletes World. Wait, enough of me talking. I'm also tired. Can you guys please introduce yourselves?
Hi everyone, I'm Anushka Raut. I am basically the brainchild, making sure that these two do what they need to do, and also in charge of making sure you get the best possible episode out there.
Yo, I'm Tia James Wilson. I direct, I shoot, I edit, and I am the guy that follows Brian when he is climbing or running and catching things, you know. Fun.
Shout out to Tia James. Well, now that you guys know that, whenever I get good angles, whenever the edits of the show look amazing, whenever the concept of the show looks amazing, these are the people who are responsible for it. I'm just there to just look pretty, literally.
Actually, yeah.
It's true.
I'm just
but sometimes you don't even do look pretty though. Then I need to give you some help.
You have a good voice, my G. So
yeah.
Thanks,
that
my
helps,
G.
that helps.
Okay, we're not going to talk about my voice or my smile.
I really don't like this team anymore. Like, for real, guys. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Them two ganging on me. Maybe because I'm the only woman.
Standard.
Not even.
I'm done.
Look, let's not waste any more time. We don't have a lot of minutes on this show, on this episode, because there's going to be a lot of filler content. There's going to be a lot of stuff. But let's get right into it, Anushka. What do you want us to talk about? Should we talk about what's your favorite moment of the show?
Yeah, basically the thing is, we all have our favorite. We actually have but this is my favorite, and this is my favorite, and this is my favorite.
Yeah.
So we each have our favorite episode that we love to watch, that really was that riveting content, you know? But then I know like Tia has his favorite segment he shot, because as you all saw, crazy camera work, and then
the best is.
You have again your favorite antics you got up to, and me myself the same, you know. So what's your favorite?
Okay, if we're gonna start off with me, I would say my favorite has to be urban fiction. I think Urban Fiction is my favorite, just because of the team that's at Urban Fiction. They're all like
Shout out to you
very
Yeah.
loving people.
Shout out.
So you guys will see a few of those scenes, but they're very loving people. So I felt like I was at home. It's my first time rock climbing, and I did it so effortlessly and comfortable. So I feel like because of that, I would say that's my favorite.
Did y'all
episode.
see me roll my eyes?
That's my favorite episode.
Can I tell you guys how hard it was for us to get him to go on that
Yeah,
wall?
no, he didn't want to.
He did not want
He wasn't
to.
going to. He thought he was going to die.
I
respect
did it
that,
twice.
but-
I did it once to
Ah.
show him, hey, I can do this, so you can too.
Literally twice.
He was there
2
like,
minutes.
you go, Noosh. Ah, yeah, Noosh. And then when it was his turn, he was like, ah, guys.
Look, enough talk about how scared I was. We're not talking about how
Facts.
scared I was and
It's
whatnot.
fine.
Since you're the brainchild of this whole thing,
Yeah.
what was your favorite episode? What concept did you have in your head that you feel came the liveliest, or we executed for you?
Like, honestly speaking, every week I tell you guys, oh, this is my favorite episode. Because each one is unique in its own
Wait, yeah.
way. You understand? Like, the first ever episode we shot was with the
Muay Thai.
combat
Muay
club,
Thai,
was
yeah.
Muay Thai, And then I know you were also very nervous about what shots we're going to get, how we're gonna,
How it's gonna look.
implement it and everything. And if we look at the POV of the Muay Thai thing, that Tia shot,
Shout out to
that's
James.
like
I was
my
fighting,
favorite.
Shout out to
fighting,
James.
That was like my favorite POV
Okay.
moment, you understand?
Yeah.
But then we went to the coast where we had Lionel Kutsia, who is the national long jump record holder, and how he was also just willing to do things.
Yeah.
He jumped how many times over Tia until Tia got the perfect
Perfect shot. Ah.
You tried to jump, but
That wasn't bad though. He did say it was like
It-
4.5.
He was happy about
I
it.
think
So
he
I
got
was-
like
Yeah.
4.5 meters. That was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
400
okay.
something. That's-
Someone holds the record
get it.
to tell you like that's a bad jump. That's
yes,
good.
but my
Shout out to Lionel.
favorite I would say was Joanna Benson.
Okay.
Like, seriously, the shots we got there, but it was the interview itself. Her dry sense of humor.
Yo,
Was nice. Yeah.
Her dry sense of humor, guys.
there were points where I was like, should
Is
I
she
laugh?
serious?
Yeah,
or
is this a joke or is
is-
this not?
You know? I love
understand.
moments like that.
Okay. Speaking to the person who gets to see everything before we do, who decides what goes where and what doesn't go where, Tia James Wilson.
Yo.
I feel like your I don't wanna. Anushka will now be mad at me, but I feel like your opinion matters most because you are the one that puts the things together. You are the one that sees what you want to put where and where not. But if you
I'm
have
so
to
tired
choose
of
your
this guy,
favorite
guys.
episode of Athlete's World or your favorite recording, which one would it be?
Well, shout out to you guys. I think we killed it in general. I think we're still going to. My favorite conversation, this is how I'm going to rank this, but my favorite conversation out of everybody was with Lionel Kutsia.
Okay.
By far. I think
Oh, yeah,
Lionel
he was also
Kutsia,
very
I was
fine,
laughing
though.
the
Yeah.
entire time. Like, Lionel, hilarious guy.
Let's go. I'm going now. I'm flying.
Like, naturally, I love his soul. So that interview really made me like happy watching. So that was quite exciting, as well as the shots that we actually got. He was really helpful with getting,
Hands-on.
allowing me to do what I want to do. And the favorite shoot that I think we did, and kind of cool as well, was definitely Joanna Benson, because a lot of it I flew a drone.
Yeah.
And with your interview with her, I managed 3 cameras at once. It's very crazy, but I think that was really cool in terms of growth. You know what I mean? And also Henri, why I liked Henri?
Henri.
Because we were driving next to her and I was literally hanging out of the car just to catch
To
her.
get those shots.
That was,
Nice.
I enjoyed that. It was really
Yeah.
fun. We literally drove past her, forward, back. It was crazy.
That's insane.
But I also really enjoyed Muay Thai. Shout out to Combat Club. That shot of the POV, something I've always wanted to do.
Yes.
Give people the perspective of what it
How it
feels
looks
like. So those were my favorites. Joanna Benson, Lionel Kutsia. Muay Thai was cool. Urban Fiction was dope. I also climbed a bit, crazy.
Yeah.
But like, no.
Insert shot of
Yeah,
Tia
yeah.
climbing the wall.
Yeah, you'll see it. But that's me.
You know,
Shout out
so-
to Lionel Kutsia, that's my favorite. Yeah.
So the whole team got on, and you guys now got to meet the team behind Athletes World.
sir.
This is us.
But this is not actually only us 3, hey? Because we can't also do this without our partner, which is JSB Sports Betting. This was just an idea, and when we pitched it to them, immediately they were like, we're in.
Sign me
Because
up.
they saw where we are going with this by putting the spotlight on our everyday athlete in Namibia. Because at the end of the day, these guys work from 8 to 5, and after hours is when they become our sports hero.
Yeah.
So that's why JSB saw the vision, they saw what we wanted to do, and they were like, sign me up. So shout out to you, JSB Sports Betting.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to JSB Sports
JSB
Betting.
Your life could change at any second, but you'll never know until you take the chance. With sports betting, number games, and online casino gambling, JSB is your best bet. Will you be Namibia's next instant millionaire? Place your bets easily online at jsbsports.bet or at any JSB location nationwide. We'll take you to the action anywhere, anytime. JSB, where the next instant millionaires come to play. Strictly no under 18s. JSB supports responsible gambling. Winners know when to stop.
Yes.
Okay, before we do leave, what can people expect from us?
Just more amazing content and more content of you getting your butt whooped and more content of Tia endangering his life. Is your life insurance policy up to date?
No, and my cameras are not. So
Is your
one
life
of them
insurance
could die.
policy up to
Not
date?
yet, not yet.
The best part about me is I create and I tell them this is what you guys need to do, but I'm safe.
Yeah.
Except when I rock climbed.
Okay, but for whoever is tuned in watching this, if you guys want to see any specific person on
Yes.
Athletes World, if you guys want to see Frankie Fredericks on Athletes World, I would love to have him on
Me
the
too.
show.
Would be cool.
Frankie Fredericks, if you're watching this, we'd love to have you on the
We
show.
would really love to
Yes.
have you.
But yeah, if you guys have any thoughts of any athletes you want to see on this world, please do comment in the section below so that we can see if we can get them on the show. And
Sir.
then, yeah, that's personally
Yeah.
all that I have to say.
Yeah,
for this.
because we love actually putting the spotlight on the athletes world because we think you guys are amazing out there. What you're doing, carrying the Namibian flag high at international events. And that's why we want to put you guys so much in the spotlight so everybody out there can see how amazing you are in your everyday life as well as when you represent Namibia.
For sure. Yeah, just more greatness,
More
more
greatness.
angles, more storytelling, because people don't speak about the sentimental values of
Yes.
things, and that's what we're trying to do. We want to know why you like coffee in the morning with 2 sugars. Do you understand what I'm saying? And what happened when you were 4, why you broke your arm. It's
Yeah.
these little things that
Why
we...
you started doing the sport?
Yeah.
Why do you want to do it? Is it because you ran to get to the shop before it closed? Do you understand?
Because,
It's the little
because
things,
we
really.
also didn't even know Lionel Kutsia only started doing long jump after he finished matric.
A whole
You know?
Just now.
after
Just
high
now.
school.
Just
So these are the things we would love
Yeah.
to hear and listen from you guys. So please contact us in the comment section below because Athletes World is bringing you your favorite sport hero in their habitat.
Yeah, bro.
So
Banger.
that is it from me.
Okay, well, that's also it from me.
It was fun.
It was fun. Thank you for watching Athletes World. Keep watching and we'll keep giving you guys the amazing content and I'll keep these guys on their toes because I'm awesome that way.
Well, with that being said, we'll see you guys in the next episode, which is on Wednesday.
Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
banger.
So apart from this one, next week
Next week,
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
you'll
Yes.
get another one. So please do stay tuned. This was just an episode for us to just talk to you guys, just show you guys
Touch
that
base.
what we are busy with. So you guys should make sure you stay tuned, and we'll keep blessing you with more fire episodes.
Bye.
Bless.
Ciao.
The Brave Warriors of Namibia have officially qualified for the Africa Cup of Nations after Cameroon drew with Burundi 0-0 yesterday, or rather last night. The Africa Cup of Nations will take place next year in Ivory Coast. Sports reps Jesse Jackson Carrither had this morning spoken to some sports administrators in the likes of Freddie Moya, Mabos Fries, and that of course is also Jochen Trout. So have a look and rather have a listen to this.
The Trot, another successful qualification to the 2024 Africa Cup of Nations. I'm sure everyone here is delighted as the Namibian nation is. So, what do you think this means for the country and football in general here?
I think keeping in mind the situation we are in, I think this is a great achievement. having not played football for the last 3 years before this last season. I think this is really a great achievement, and congratulations to Colin and the whole team. I think it's a general team effort from everybody, because I think it takes a lot of people to make this a success. So, and I think it's just a motivator to move forward and keep the pace that we have and just improve on what we're doing.
Yes, you mentioning keeping the pace. The team has to go now to Cameroon, and I'm sure there will be a lot of logistics before the team departs. Well, how challenging will this be for the NFA to make sure that this team gets there, has sponsorship and all in place?
I think the biggest challenge with all these things is always finances. We need more sponsors, especially to prepare for this competition. Yes, there are a few games in December that can be used as preparation. But yes, I think finance is one. But I think it's now getting the team together, motivate the team, and make sure we will have a team that is fully motivated to go and cause more surprises.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Chuck.
Pleasure.
Well, Mr. Fries, history has been made again. The team has qualified to the 2024 Africa Cup of Nations. How important is this for the country?
Yeah, I think, Jesse, it's very important because it shows the quality of our football locally, as well as the quality of our players, because they are actually the ones who are representing the country. But all in all, the important thing is it will never make sense after getting 4 points for playing Cameroon and not qualifying for the AFCON. So it's very good that we have qualified, because we have beaten Cameroon and we withdrew of them, which is one of our big competition in our African football. So we deserve to be there. We are not there by chance or by default. Yeah, yes. We deserve to be there.
We deserve to be there indeed. What is the feeling around the NFA at the moment? Is everyone pleased with us?
Yeah, for sure. Although, you see, I'm always saying that each success brings a new challenge. Now it's for the NFA to pull up the socks and start working on the rewarding process of those who make sure that they will qualify to be part of the AFCON Ivory Coast 2024.
All right. As a country, I know that you mentioned that it's very important, but I think for football in general, for Namibian football, we used to take a number of years to qualify, but now we have done it just so soon after we qualified for the 2019 tournament. Does that speak volume of how far we have come?
Yes, for sure. The first thing that you need to know is that during 2019, we have less players who played abroad. Even they have played in the African continent, but they play abroad. But nowadays, we have more players, and that is the results of the 2019 performance of our team. That more players are playing outside. Even now in the national team, I think more than 70% of the players are coming from outside. And that means that our players have made a mark on African football.
Thank you so much. Mr. Muya, I'm sure the country is in very celebratory moods. A very important day or days for Namibian football, qualifying again to the Africa Cup of Nations. As the Namibia Sports Commission Chief Administrator, what is your take on this, and how do you think this is going to benefit the country at large?
I speak on behalf of the entire sport fraternity. Last night was the biggest ever day that we actually were looking forward for, in a very big celebration mood. You know, this is the fourth time our team has qualified, and we will also emphasize the shortest waiting period. I know it was not so easy, but the reality came true last night. Very, very happy, and we are in the celebration mood. We may mention that quite a number of teams have qualified, and for football, when football qualifies, just for the African Cup of Nations, it's like we qualified for the World Cup. You know, it's very competitive by nature. It's not easy for any African country to reach that stage. And you know, with all the challenges that we have experienced as a country, you know, we had a challenge with the league, challenge in terms of infrastructures, but we could play our games, even home matches away from home. but we would make it. So it is a plus for our country.
Okay, what would be your message to the team in general?
I think the team, we don't need to be complacent by nature. We are going for a very big competition. And I think we need to move away just from the aspect to say we've qualified just all. We must ask ourselves, how best are we going to be able to compete? So that at least we can go in among the top 16, if possible, we go among the top 8. I think we really need to focus on that. Everything is possible in football these days. There are no bigger teams, there are no smaller teams. I think everything is possible. We've seen it happening by many other countries. So we need to prove it that we come from the land of the brave.
Thank you so much. Konamene, the country is celebrating. Everyone is in celebratory mood. What do you have to say about the team qualifying, and what does this mean to Namibia?
Yeah, it's a big one. I really congratulate the Brave Warriors. They have done us proud. It's very important for the country in large for us to be able to participate in this continental competition, to go out there, to show what is Namibia is capable of, and it's a big opportunity for the players also to sell themselves. I mean, all the scouts, everybody, come next year is going to look at what is happening there. So we might be able to have 2 or 3 players coming out of this competition, getting contracts outside the country.
All right, thank you so much.
Welcome.
New Zealand scrum coach Greg Fick said that his side expected Namibia's pack to put up a tough fight in their Rugby World Cup clash on Friday. Despite being ranked 17th places below the All Blacks in the world, the Welwitschers boast experienced hooker Torsten van Jaarsveld, as well as 4 forwards who play in South Africa. They have a lot of players in their pack who used to play for the Cheetahs, even some in Europe, Fick told reporters, looking ahead to Friday's game. They will be battle-hardened, he also added. And he also said that it will be a great test for them, and they give a lot of respect to Namibia. Both teams, however, have lost their opening matches, Namibia being beaten 52-8 by Italy on Saturday. 3-time World Cup winners New Zealand are licking their wounds after last Friday's 27-13 loss to host France. Now, in addition, sports reporter Ari Hougaard brings us this rugby news from France. So check this out.
Good day everyone, it is the start at Toulouse behind me, important stadium for Namibia this coming week, or this on Friday actually. Namibia play against the All Blacks, against New Zealand on Friday here in the stadium behind me. And it is after the first game against Italy, important game for Namibia of course, and lots of supporters coming in. The team came in on Wednesday, they have had a short flight from Lyon to Toulouse, and they also in town have a full day to recover from the flight on Thursday, then the game on Friday. Other news from Rugby World Cup 2023, from Tonga first. They're quite confident to play against Ireland this coming weekend, and that is because they have 6 players that have a good international experience. It's 5 players that previously played for the All Blacks and 1 for Australia. Adam Coleman played for Australia. Malakai Fikitawa, he's the centre that played for the All Blacks 24 times. So experienced team for Tonga playing on Saturday. Then also team news from England. It is Tom Curry, his disciplinary hearing is behind him. 2 games he's going to miss against Japan and Chile, and also Owen Farrell, also still not available for the game against Japan. But talking about England, let's hear what the supporters said from England, and the topics that was discussed quite a bit after the weekend's game was all the refereeing decisions, and it was also probably linked to Tom Curry as well. Let's hear what he says about some of the referees, and also his thoughts on the anthem.
Yeah, why not? It's fine.
Yeah.
It's a boring anthem anyway. it's always hard, isn't it? It's hard for them. They've got a tough job to get it right and be consistent between different referees, different games. But I think the England game, obviously, the early red card changed the game completely. But it didn't do us a disservice because the way that we adapted went on to win the game by scoring all the drop goals. So. Yesterday, the Fiji game, we were in the pub, so I didn't get all of it, but they were quite hard done by, right? Fiji, and it's a shame now because they probably won't qualify. And yeah, like yesterday, talking about the stadium, about the getting a beer, I spent most of the time trying to get a beer, so I missed most of the game yesterday. But yeah, you know what it's like when you go to a live game and you need to go home and watch it again if you want to be too critical, because it's yeah, I can't say too much, but they got a tough job anyway, haven't they?
It's the English perspective, and nice to see them wearing their supporters' jerseys as well. It happens all over the place when you see the supporters here in France. Briefly, news from South Africa. The Springboks play against Romania. That's on Sunday in Bordeaux. Team selection news that might happen is that two players might be playing out of position. Dion Fourie might be playing in the hooker position. He normally plays flank the last few seasons. And then also Grant Williams, he plays scrum half against Scotland, and he might be on the field as a wing. With that, I conclude. It's Ari Hougaard here from Toulouse for Rugby World Cup 2023.
This month on DStv Premium, the English Premiership is in full swing. Catch all the footballing action.
He's done it again!
Damian Lewis and Guy Pearce star in A Spy Among Friends, a thrilling limited series about a double agent.
Espionage going to be intoxicating.
And relive the masterful comedy of Key and Peele with both season 1 and 2.
You're feeling it!
It's your moment to be entertained by staying connected to DStv Premium.
How do you find the perfect time? Is it in what we create? Or is perfection a form of art? Can we taste the perfect time? Move to it. Feel it. Or is it best enjoyed together? The perfect time is out there. Come with us to find it. Vintage Draft. Perfect time. Perfect beer.
In other sports news, it looks like Namibian international footballer Peter Shalulile, who plays for Mamelodi Sundowns in the DStv Premiership, is up and running as he was seen last at the Sundowns training grounds just a day ago, that is, of course. Shalulile is believed to have suffered a hamstring injury, but it looks like he is back on the field. Now, with that, we've come to the end of today's Sport Rep Show, but please do catch us again tomorrow, same place, same time.